And there we are. Michelle, you are the first box. What's up with you?
First one. So not a lot. I hope I fixed the bug in the L kiln to do with custom dates. I published that this morning, so we'll see how it goes. And other than that, I don't know. Did I make progress? Probably. I probably made progress on something. So
Seems possible.
and one of our collaborators from Code for Boston made a PR and we merged it, and that was pretty fun.
It's nice when there are people making useful PRs.
Yeah.
I'm always excited by that.
Yeah,
I know I get very excited, but then I realize, and every time I think about that, I think about the fact that Bryce made a PR on a pet project of mine like 5 years ago, and I still haven't incorporated it.
I didn't know if you had seen that one.
it lives rent-free in the back of my head.
I am so sorry.
No, that's okay. It's entirely justified. It's like it was like a thing I implemented at a time that like the problem is that it's for a project that I don't really update anymore, which is this is relevant, right? Because of our it's a project that's living on one of those old EC2 like micro instances that just is like kludging along, and I'm like, oh, how do I even get in there to change anything? And I'm like, it's like one line, and I'm like, but I have to like find the certificate, and then I have to remember how to SSH into that thing. It's this machine. It's like it's a zombie machine that just lives. I want it to be living. It's doing its thing, but I'm sorry. That was an entirely non sequitur. Michelle,
no, I'm
other
not the
things.
only one. Other things. No, I think. Did I remember the thing we wanted to discuss on management Monday? I don't think so. So I will pass it on.
All right, Bryce.
I have done lots of documentation. I documented all of the ops related things in our private Voodoo, which is just sort of like an internal wiki for mostly Suffolk folks. And it's just for like operating the proxy server. Everything that is related to the code itself, still public. And I corrected the typos that I think we found when we were going over those earlier this morning, David. And I think that's it. I'm still will be going through and making sure other things that I have written down elsewhere and are thinking about actively are all written down in issues and stuff. But yeah, that's the state of my stuff.
All right, cool. Quentin. No, just as I say that, he says, not much updates for me. Did some bug fixes on assembly line and 209A. Have some upcoming documentation. Also relevant, he seems to be eating. So, okay. Okay, cool. Well, I don't have much particularly relevant, working on some grant stuff in relationship to SGI stuff. There's a whole thing with their grant management system where you have to upload and re-upload. Logistics. It's the type of stuff that's really fun, but but I don't mean that was entirely sarcasm. It was really important, but it's like you're moving around like pieces of paper that aren't even pieces of paper. All right, so yeah, that's that. I'll go ahead, and if there's nothing more for stand up, I'll stop the recording. I know that some of us have a faculty meeting after this, but we got a little time if we stop the recording now before